All right, folks, welcome back. Chief Kurt for Kravology. So I am becoming increasingly disenfranchised with Krav Maga instructors who put out videos that are patently and clearly unsafe. And that as I watch them, there's a clear delineation, even when the instructor is walking through what to do, which is often different than going fast because we all have hitches and things we do. It's irresponsible. My commitment to you, I'm not going to do a call out and name the 8 or 9 people that are out there that are popular, that are doing things, who clearly don't know what they're doing. Clearly. I'm asking you to prove it to yourself. Don't believe me because I say it. Believe me because you can prove it to yourself. Demonstratively, consistently provable. That's the focus. And today we're going to talk about, and for the next 3 episodes, we're going to talk about in the context of the threat from behind the elbow with the handgun. This is a pervasive issue, and it's something that if you get right, you're going to be much more effective in what you're doing. All right, I called Trey in, one of our very top instructors, like an 87th degree black belt, I think, and our lead kids instructor. So I said earlier, the context of this video is handgun from behind the elbow. One of the most common issues, problems, misconceptions with handgun behind the elbow is the redirection. Specifically, when we redirect with the arm only. We do not move the body. That is contraindicated to being safe in this defense. I'm going to turn around for a second. I'm going to show you how simple the redirection is, and I'll walk you through why the body is not a good idea. So here I'm in this position. This is my left elbow. The gun is behind my elbow. All I'm doing is moving my arm this way. I'm basically acting almost as if my hand is moving parallel to my pants so I can get something out of my pocket. Looks like this. That much. Generally speaking, we do this by, what this does is it lets the upper arm lead the redirection. If for some reason you get the gun below, I lead with my forearm. But in either case, my arm here or here. I'm making a very, I don't know if you can see on the camera, it's a very large redirection, right? So you don't need that much. But for the purposes of demonstration, large redirection, move the arm only. Here's a negative demonstration. I'm in a position where I'm going to move my body. And you can see as I rotate my body through, I start to slide off the gun. During retraction, that's a terrible mistake. And this is the most common mistake people make in doing this defense. They decide they want to use their body to make redirection. So for redirection, we only use the arm. Redirect, then I will sort of deploy my thumb this way, and I'll use what's called constant directional pressure to push the gun this way as I enter, right? The other issue we're going to show you over here is when I turn into the gunman, I cannot leak my left shoulder out and back, which is common with a body defense, which we're not doing. It's also common when people begin to create rotation after they make redirection. So it looks like this. I'm in this position. I'm doing this. And look what I'm doing. I'm pretending there's an eye on my right shoulder. And as my thumb goes forward, my right shoulder does this. So we call it the shoulder looking. So the best way to measure that is to ask yourself, when your shoulder's looking, are you plus or minus lined up with left shoulder, and right shoulder, left shoulder with the gunman? That's different than doing something like this, where I'm now backing out. I'm losing control of the gun. I can't keep what's called a directional pressure or constant directional pressure. And the weight is pitching in my left foot, out and back, way too much. When you do a defense, you have to understand not only how to address the danger, but how to set yourself up for successful entry. So for today, what I want you to do, what I want you to practice is redirecting with the arm, and I can even use this pocket right here in my pants to slide my fingers across that pocket, okay? A very intentional, effective, efficient motion. I deploy my thumb, and I let my left shoulder look. We'll talk about soft knees next week, but I'm in position to go in now. This is much better than making a redirection and then letting your left shoulder lead. So in videos before, we would use the word for shoulders, which shoulder is acting as the shoulder that guides the movement, or the activating shoulder. So for here, this position, I redirect with my arm, and then I activate my right shoulder. I don't pull my left shoulder out, which is consistent with rotation or body defense. I don't need a body defense. I've made addressing the danger or out of the line of fire by making this motion. So, a couple keys. 1, redirect only with your arm, upper arm or lower arm, depending on the height of the vertical height of the gun. And number 2, make sure you set your body up so you have constant directional pressure, you're parallel plus or minus with your shoulders, and you're not losing the gun by rotating back and off of it. If you do those things, you'll be much better at this defense really quickly. Really quickly. Is that a word? Are those words? Really quick? Quickly. Wow, quickly. Any comments? Quickly. It's sort of a summary. When you're going through a handgun behind the elbow, it's critical that you differentiate between how you're moving the line of fire with your arm and elbow as opposed to a gun from behind where you're rotating your body. This is a common mistake. Don't do it. Move your elbow. Use the pocket analogy if you need to. And make sure you use the proper angle. Set your proper angle up for entry. Next week, we'll talk about entry and soft knees. That's it for today. Remember to drop down, subscribe, put stuff in the box, do what you do. As always, walk in peace.